So, hello boys and girls and MA nerds of all ages and nationality. Welcome to this sent in to me by the mighty Levi from X. He was like, are you feeling sad, Canny? And I went, kinda. And he went, do you need cheering up? And I went, can you? And he was like, yeah, I got a pre for you. So yeah, I encourage you guys to send me pre's because I used to do this some time ago. I would, if you had a good or interesting pre, preferably if you lost, because no one wants, generally people only send pre's when they win, a bit of an ego thing. But I don't think Levy's that kind of guy. Are you, Levy? Are you? Anyway, so yeah, I encourage you to send a few replays in if they're interesting and good. If you do some interesting stat or I don't know, something stupid and it works. They can be pre's, they can be random pubs. I don't mind. I just want good stuff, funny stuff, really. The closer the games, the better. Yes, so I've had to go and put on the adult filter because these guys are talking big boy stuff, and for YouTube I don't want big boy stuff. That's the other thing as well. No homophobia, racism, none of that crap. If there's any of that in your replay, don't send it, because I just won't cast it. Simple as. But yeah, so anyway, so moving on. Thank you, Levy, for this replay, and let's get into it, shall we? Let me use Levy's vision. Oh, let me hide that as well. I should probably get something to cover that, so you guys don't know how long it is. But as you saw, it looked like a long one, didn't it? So I'm going to be here all night doing this. Right. Team 1, we have Ayeron, and yeah, he's started to join pre's. He used to like to watch. I think everyone's got him on their friend list, haven't they? He likes to add. And he's with, well, you know him as Wonder Things. We know him as Under Things. The French maestro, the king of elites. Why have one elite when you can have many elites, no? It's true, and he plays them well, and ultimates and heroes. He likes a good mixture, does this young man. So yeah, here's Wonder Things. Team 2, we have Abakus. I don't know much about him, but it's good to see him in a pre. He's just some sort of Mexican standoff here with Unders. It's like, he wants the tower, and Unders is like, you know what, you can have it. Anyway, he's with, this young man, Iron Man, or Ian, if you've got him on your friends list. He's come a long way in the last year. He's gone from being like, yeah, I'll just turn up and play, to actually improving. He is so good these days. He does a good mixture of elites. I don't think he's too much of a hero fanboy, but he's good with his elites. And he's just generally better. He's just so good these days. And good on him. Well done, Ian. Team 3, we have a Barcode. I don't know who it is, so I can't say much about you. But Barcode and arcade games? It must be Cyril. It has to be. I mean, like, why else would you barcode your name? Anyway, he's with, the guy who sent me the replay, the one, the only, the mighty sad panda himself, Levi from X. So again, Levy, thanks for the replay. I hope it does cheer me up. Team 4, we have Swat. He's now an Envy. Look, so he's gone from MGR to some weird clan I think he went to, and now he's in Swat. Well done. And he's a very good player, Swat. Levy once described him as the best MGR had. Who knows, now he might be the best Envy have. Team 4's finally concluded with Professor Oracles himself, Luckies. So we'll see how he does. He likes his oracles, so let's see if we can get hold of him. Right, so we have Reapers here from Under Things. We have Levy with his 1 tank standard play. He believes 1 tank to be just as good as 2. We shall see. We have Banshees here. I wonder if we'll see a 4 from the Barcode. Some people like to get a 4 for the Banshees because it's easier to take care of them, and they can farm quite well. But if Luckies gets hold of his Oracles, yeah, I'd say a 4 is worth it. If not, just go Colossus and let the Colossus, and then just let... he's going to go 4, I presume, for these. I just feel like, you get better value with the Colossus, just for the ground army. If Luckies does get his Oracles. He's been denied very well by Team 1 and Levy at the moment. Levy's like, no, you're not getting the shop. And Ayeron's just put his mass here, so he can't run. I have seen him before run across to the other shop to get his Oracles. I'll come back to the Banshees and the 4 in a minute. But yeah, I just think like a Colossus would just farm better against this. Because once these are gone, I mean, that's 150, that's 450 you make with the 4. Will he get them again? Probably not. And also, you're going to think I'm really being cheeky here, but if I had something like Unders or Biggies or X-Cow or even the Mighty Grim Reaper here, I would, don't hate me for saying this, I would let them take care of the Banshees. I'm just, you know, if there's nothing wrong with that tactic. I mean, like, if your neighbour's got something you don't like and there's a really good player and that under things here on the other side, let him take care of it, you know? But yeah, he's shut down the 4 for now. But he's on a, you know, he's got to make his money from this, and he will, because 4 is a good unit. It doesn't get sniped straight away. It's a decent farmer as well. Did Luckies ever get his Oracles? I don't think so. Right, anyway, yeah, so going back, so Reaper's here, 4 here, tank. Did Levy lose his tank? No, so what Levy does now, he uses it for like the first 10 minutes, and then when it gets a bit risky, he goes all safe and secure. As he says, you know, well, you got a double bag. Safety first, Sean. That's what he always said to me. And it's not just Sean of the Dead, it's Sean off MA. He's like, safety first, Sean. And here's Colossus, which I believe is a better option. Yeah, it stops the Banshees for now, but he's just going to come over here and he's going to let other things deal with it. So this is what I mean about just letting someone else deal with something you're having trouble with. I mean, it's not a bad option, is it? And just hope, and eventually these die naturally anyway, like as the game goes on, come to the 30-40 minute mark when you've got good upgrades on your elites, and your mercs and your marines, they just die, and then they just tend to sit in the back of the base. Or as Biggies would do, the little retirement home here. This is where Biggies puts all these 1,000 kill elites. So he's got 22 on that one, 23, can't even tap that one. And 22, 22, 22, 23. That's nicely spread, evenly spread bounty. Oh, here we go. So he did get his Oracles. So now Lucky's is going to feel comfortable. So some people have like comfort units they like to do, you know. So Levy, I'm saying this, but he's gone Hunters. But he does play Hunters. He likes Hunters. He loved these Voids. So Voids would be Levy's little comfort unit, Merc of choice. He likes Marauders and he likes Hunters. It's very rarely you see him go off the beaten path, and he will get like Reavers and Firebats late game. But generally for Mercs, he tends to go Hunters, Raiders. He loves his Raiders, and he did love his Voids, but now to be nerfed. Tickle Rays, as he calls them. We have a Ghost here from SWAT. Nice pick off there. Well done. And under things have stopped, and you, what happened there? Yeah, your ghost got sniped, mate. So yeah, I kind of like. I do like the Colossus. I think the Colossus is a good choice. He needs to work on. You should really get your range. He's sitting on 500. He should get the range. Range is so important on the Colossus. So he should get that. And then an attack or two. To get a couple of attacks, just to one-shot everything in the early game. Ideally, like towards sudden death, you want to be on about 6 attack to really start, you know, with every laser swipe, you get like a one-shot. There you go, this is why I prefer it, because if you just look at the Colossus here, did you just see the damage it did there? Look, one swipe. I mean, the 4's not a bad choice, but he has to, you know, you have to really go and kill these Banshees. A little trick I learned from Biggies is when you first, because you have the upper hand, so obviously when you get the 4 out, you get like one chance to kill the air elites. So what you do, you use the little run power. You get these little legs. You use that. You run in quickly, shoot them, and then run back. But yeah, and I think that's something everyone can do. Biggie's taught me that. We were in a pre once, and he went, "Watch this," and he ran in, killed about 8 elites, air elites, and just run back out, laughing his head off. But yeah, that's something to work on, guys. So Unders has got his ghost back. Nicely stepped in there by Ian. Yeah, I just snipe, and then finished off there by, I think, the 4 hit, maybe, possibly. So yes, he's got the Colossus. Well, he should never have lost that, really. As soon as it went down to 4 health or whatever it was, he should have ran back. Yes, it's easier to kill than a 4, for example, but the farming potential, I think, is much better. And also, late game, everyone goes bloody Colossus these days, or Chibis. So we have, let's go run through some mercs. He hasn't picked yet. What's he upgrading? Nothing. Nothing. Is he going to go air? He's going to go air, all right. And Under Things has 3 on his merc, nothing on his marines. He wants to stop his marines about now, I think, because these are just fodder. Luckies will have a field day with his oracles on them. Right, back to the mercs. We have the marauders here. No pick yet from Ian. He's getting his Colossus back. Distinct we're 15 minutes in the game, and the distinct lack of towers. Levy. Right, let's put the multi-board up for you quickly. We'll put it on Under's vision, because Under's actually has a tower. There you go. So we'll pull it. He's a good boy. He has a tower, so we'll pull it on Levy Under Things vision for the time being. What will he go now? Unders. I think Goliaths would be a nice choice for him. His neighbour has gone Marauders. He'd get a nice feed, and let's face it, Goliaths are a good merc. But that said, if his ally does go air, maybe destroyers for the onslaught of Goliath. Well, we've got Goliaths. I haven't got there yet. Goliaths, hunters, more Goliaths, and phantoms. He's pretty good anyway, Anders. He can make any merc work well. Right, so we saw in the lead was Levy, or Team 3. So Levy's taking a nice early lead. He was actually quite behind at the start. He got his tank, put some work in, and now he's just going his standard upgrade path. Let's see, 1 attack. Has he started his Marines? No. Has he got his Merc House? He's got all the Merc House. He doesn't mess around as Levy. I think he goes for health. Yeah, he goes for Merc health. So don't be fooled by, when you click on Levy, always make sure you check the health of his Merc, because he goes health. And that's the trick. Because everyone looks like, oh, he's got nothing, but no one's looking at the health. So he's actually upgrades ahead. I mean, how many upgrades is that? That's about 4 or 5 upgrades on there. Possibly more. Who knows? I don't do the maths. That's not my strong point. We have a nice little skirmish down here. What's happening? So Abakus will be happy to see the phantoms, because he counters them. Let's just have a look at Merc House upgrades. He hasn't got stun. Stun is very important on phantoms. I'd recommend he gets tower first. So he didn't go air in the end. He did go phantoms. Got some upgrades on him. He should get his tower. He really needs his tower. He needs to start chronoing like crazy. He needs this upgrade. A lot of people don't get that upgrade, or a lot of people get it and don't use it. But if you've ever seen Andrew and his Phantom train, you'll understand why. It is probably the best merc upgrade in the game. When you can stun a unit for a short time, let's say, and they can't do anything, and you've got plus 10 phantoms just shooting away, and they have a small base, so you get so many in such a small area. The damage they can do, and that's why Andrew's, it's named after him, the Phantom Train. It's devastating. We'll see if these guys get it. And the Colossus is back. 73 kills. How many is this? This has got 43. I don't think it's died yet. This is what I mean. Like, this is the second Colossus, and already it's outstripping the four. And I don't think he's killed. Well, yeah, he's killed. Well, I don't know who killed him, but someone's killed two Banshees. But yeah, I do feel like the Colossus was the better choice there, and Ian needs to be a bit more savvy with it, not lose it to stupid drops or ghosts. Nice stun there to try and stop the medevac. Let's get down here where the fight's going on. I've got a 10-minute bounty up. Let's put it on Luckies for a bit. You can see what he's up to. You can see Levi, Team 3, led by Levi. Well, I'd say a comfortable-ish lead. You never want a player like Levi or Unders or Biggies, them type of guys. You never want them to get into an early lead, because they very rarely lose it from there. So we'll see what happens. And I don't think Levi has lost much. He's still got his tank. So this is all... And that tank, 68 times 3. 3 would be... Well, let's say 70 times 3. That would be minimum for a Marine. So that's 240. So that tank's paid for itself. So he can sit there comfortably knowing he's made 40 odd minerals for his boss. No upgrades yet on the Goliaths. 5 on the Marauders, nice. So Abakus is really powering away. Again, no towers. This is, we're coming up to the 25-minute mark, and you need these towers. He needs. I mean, imagine he was chrono boosting. Now he's Marauders. Now this is who's got. So he's finally got his. Unders had his first. So everyone's got their towers now. I can't believe. I don't know why Team 2. Let's have a look at their bounty. I mean, it's not like they don't have decent bounty. I mean, all right, I know he's lost the Colossus, but they could have their towers. It's so important, especially as there's ghosts about. I mean, like, if you're not going to buy an observer, you need them towers to scan. And of course, if you have a support tower, you've got like 4 scans on it, if it's full energy. But it shouldn't be, because you should be chronoing. But yeah, with all these, and they know there's ghosts about, because it's already killed. It had a go at the Colossus, and he's going to get it again. Let's have a look. And look how ballsy this ghost is, and he's just going to pick it up easy. Boom. And just walks out. Has he got a recall ready? No. He's going to lose it, but that was a good trade for Unders. And that's what I mean. All right, fair enough. You probably wouldn't have scanned, but you need your scans. Just to, when I go Colossus or Heroes, I just tend to throw around. If I know there's a ghost in this Team 1, I will just throw a random scan here. All right, so there goes the 4. I will just throw a random scan here just to make sure I'm not being backed. So, all right, the ghost was here, so I might have missed it. But I might have caught it on its walk to me. And everything's falling at the moment. More Heroes. Another ghost. So what, we've lost a Colossus, a 4, and a ghost. And these guys haven't got their towers. This guy's helping Levi with his tower. I mean, stun here would be lovely, wouldn't it? On the Marines. Juicy. I don't know. I don't think it affects. I'm sure someone will let me know on YouTube. I don't know if it affects frenzied hunters. But if you can, here we go. This is what I want to see. Unders is so good with these sentries. He's been playing them a lot recently. It's odd. It's odd he's gone. I thought it would have made more sense if he went air to help with the Goliaths. But it's odd he's picked the direct counter for the Marauders. Marauders do counter destroyers, and he does have the splash damage. So it's odd he would have picked that. And he's lost his ghost. That was actually a really nice pick off there by Abakus. Really nice. Using the stun slow from the Marauders. I think he needs to get he needs his tower first. He needs mass. He needs to start chronoing, but he does need his Colossus back. Either put an observer on it just to follow your Colossus, or have your tower and scan. So that's your options. Or have both. Right, we come up to 30 minutes and Ian still doesn't have his tower. Naughty boy. I can't say I approve of that. So Luckies can try. It depends how good his controllers with the oracles. You'd imagine it'd be quite good. He could pick these off. That's what he should be looking to do with these oracles. He should be trying to. Oh, there goes a ghost again. He does have supremacy though, not induction. So supremacy is good for the heroes. Induction is good for farming because you get more energy and everything's just better. What's Ian's upgrades? Seven on each. So he's got Marines. Interesting. Problem is Marines. They're good. They will hit like a point where suddenly they become good. But for the start, he's got double spawn as well. Has he got any tech? Oh, he's almost got range and weapons. Well, one weapon speed. But they're soft. They're if you look at their health, they're 65. He's put some upgrades on them. But for the time being, they will be like gobbled up. But then suddenly, once they get a bit of tech on them and a bit more health, they sort of take over. So Levi will be keeping an eye on that. There you go. Levi likes to keep up with the strongest Marine guys. I played a lot of games with him. And he keeps... So, yeah, I hope he doesn't mind me revealing his secrets. But he will keep an eye on other people's Marines. And he aims to keep up with them. So if he sees that someone's suddenly taking Marines quite heavy, he will be like, right, I need to catch up. Has he got an upgrade on these? Where are they? Plasma emitters. Is that the one that gives it bigger bigger force? I don't think it is because the force field's bigger, isn't it? It would cover that ramp. I'm not sure. But yeah, he will aim now to keep up with Ian's Marines. And look at the health he's got on them. I think that's mainly from the Merc upgrade as well. Because his Mercs, look at that, he's put a lot of health into his Mercs. He's actually stopped the attack on his Mercs. And he has now gone on to Marine. So all that Marine health, he's still cheap. Is all from the Merc. So he's got a nice little bonus coming up on the next 10 minutes, where he could just pump a whole bunch of health into it for cheap. And he's still bounty leading, so that's even nicer. Well, he's got Luckies and other things trying to catch up with him. Is that another ghost? Look at, he's evolving. He's now using force fields with the Reaper mines. Ian, where's your tower? Where's your Colossus too? We have 2 4s now. I wasn't looking at that. But just imagine these were 2 Colossus. What would you rather have? 2 Colossus or 2 4s? I know what I'd rather have. And then you could work into getting into chibis before sudden death. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? Let's have a look at his upgrades. So yeah, his upgrades aren't that great. So you can't afford to lose these, because they will be doing the most damage for him, because he has no upgrades at all on his Mercs or Marines. Or his, what did he get? He hasn't even got range. So yeah, he's been playing quite a lot of Medivacs, hasn't he? So yeah, we're back with the Colossus, good. He's also got Abakus to support him with the Ghost, so it's not bad. You know, Abakus probably needs to be a bit more active looking for Under's Ghost, because there's only the Ghost on Under's. He won't worry about the cross Ghost unless they, well, he shouldn't be, unless it was Can, because he would quite happily meander cross map. He'd take all the back routes. He goes up here, he crosses the road here, goes across here, and he just waits there with his Ghost. That's a Can speciality. Nice pick off there of the it's full. And his force field's a killer, because they are quite clever, because they do actually help Team 4 as well, because he couldn't retreat the Hydras there, so they are nice. It does work, like it works quite nicely actually. Let's see if he's got any tech. He needs 1 more for range. He's got no weapon speed. Let's have a look at Ian. He needs 1 more for range and 2, so he's not changed, but he does have double spawn. He now has the Colossus. And this is exactly who he doesn't want to engage into. He doesn't want to engage into Unders, because Unders has the Ghost and almost gets him a game. That was exactly what he didn't want. And Unders is like, yeah, I'm going to try and get that. And no, he doesn't. And now he has no tower to heal. Where is your tower, Ian? You've got 400. I'm not being tough on him, but he should have his tower by now. We're coming up to the 40-minute mark and there's no tower. I'll keep an eye if he ever gets a tower. I mean, there are some players I think they're hella important, and I'll have them easy by the just around the 10-minute mark if I can. Depends how well you farm, but he's farming all right. You know, he's got the 400, 100 for the tower, 300 for the support. Right, what do we have going here? Oh, let me do an upgrade rundown then. Ayeron, 5 attack. Let's have a look. Bit of health, attack. Oh, is it Ayeron's sentries? Or do they both have them? What's going on here? Am I giving... They both have them. All right. Okay. Unders, 8 attack. And armor, 1 armor. And yeah, he's going for the chibi up here. Let's have a look at Abakus. 5 attack. 5 on his Marines. He's got 80 health. There's his upgrade listing here. Let's have a look at Ian. As we know, he went heavy on the Marines and the Colossus. And now into Chibi. We'll have a look at Barcode guy. Nothing on his Marines. Just a couple attack on his Goliaths. And then Levi. Nothing on his, 1 or 2 health. He's got some attack on his Marines. And lots of health on his Merc. And only, 2 attack still? Let's have a look at SWAT. Is SWAT even here? He's probably AFK. Nothing on his Marines, just some attack on these Goliaths. And Luckies, health on his Marines, lots of attack and armor on his Merc. There you go. So the chibi's coming now. Why not? I mean, generally in late game, loads of people get chibis. I'd imagine someone like Levi now will be thinking, do I have to Nova? I think Levi will be thinking, do I need a Nova for one chibi? That'll be going through his head. So in the back, I think all he needs now, well, I say this about Levi because I kind of know his gameplay. I think he'll be looking for another hero before he thinks about getting a Ghost or a Nova. So for the time being now, he's probably thinking, no, it's not worth it. I'll just concentrate back on my Marines. And he's got the full range now. And let's have a look at Ian's got on his chibi. Well, you definitely need a range on your chibi because the range shorter period. There's only 5 range. So he has to get as close as, there you go, he has to get as close as the Marines. Well, in fact, because he's got upgrades on his Marine range, he goes in front of the Marines, which you don't want. So this is very bad. He needs the the range upgrade on his chibi, because it has to get in front of the Marines, and basically you want to use your Marines as your meat shield. You don't want to be leading with your Colossus. So he definitely needs the range upgrades. They will give 0.5, so that's 1.5, so that gives him 6.5, so he can sit just behind the Marines with their 6 range. I'll show you on Levi's. There you go. So Protect Marines have 6 range. I think I might have got it wrong when I was looking at him earlier about him having 2 range on his Marines. So I'll correct myself now before. Oh no, he does. He has 5.5. I must have been looking at this guy's Marines. Yeah, so he does have 5.5. So no, nothing to correct. But yeah, as you can see, so 5.5 range, and if you look at the chibi, it's 5. So he has to actually get in front of the Marines. So Under's still messing around with all these elites. Should get his tower. This guy's dropping like crazy. And Ian still doesn't have his tower. Naughty boy. And Levi doesn't have his tower. What's going on, Levi? Come on. Let me put the bounty board up. Haven't put it up for a while. Should we put it on Under's vision for a little bit? There you go. So Unders and Luckies. Is Swat? Swat's just moved out. I don't think Swat's been there, has he, for the last, whatever, few minutes or longer. He's just getting wrecked here. Oh, Swat. Levi's actually stepping in there. I don't know, actually. I don't think he's getting a very good trade here. There's not many blue on this side. There you go. He lost his Reapers. I presume they're Reapers. Unders with 2 tanks pummeling as well. 2 tanks with 8 upgrades. Not something you really want to engage into at this stage of the game. Or any, actually. 8 upgrades on tanks are hella stronken. And especially when he gets these force fields down now, and they're just going to shell Ayeron on this side. Under's playing this really well. And the added bonus as well is, with the force fields, it stops anyone from coming into the tanks, which is nice. So he can actually, I mean, I don't know how many, well, his allies got force fields, so if his tanks are under pressure, his ally could actually force field there and give and buy under things quite a bit of time. Actually, it's quite nice to lots of sentries. There you go. Anders has an observer. Well, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't I? You know, more control for him. He loves his micro, and that's good. I'm glad he's having fun, and that's what it's about ultimately. This game, you know, he likes to do things in the game. You know, that's his comfort. You know, like so. As I was saying, Lucky's comfort is his oracles, and Underthing's comfort is getting lots of stuff to do. You know, it's just what he's happy doing, and if you feel good doing it, do it. Right, we have a what's this? A rebuilt ghost. These two are just sitting here now. There's Iron, he still hasn't got his tower at the 50-minute mark. Let me put the bounty board up. Let's put it on Professor Oracle for a little bit. And Lucky's has caught right up. Oh, and one of the things, they've caught right up with Levi. So Levi must be most concerned there. He's like, how? But then, I think he knows how. I mean, Swat's quite low bounty. And he's probably thinking that's where Swat and Ayeron are low bounty. So he's probably thinking that's where Lucky's is going. And then he's probably thinking Unders is going where Swat is. But Swat is actually, he's doing quite well picking on team 2 as well. Not Swat, sorry, Unders. So we've got 10 minutes to sudden death. These guys are now probably in their head formulating a plan, what they want. Oh, we have 2 chibis, nice. I mean, he's got 1 up range up. I mean, what do you do, guys? Do you get the range upgrade before you get the second chibi? Kinda, I think you do. But you definitely get your tower. 50 minutes in the game and no tower. Right, here comes the ghosty. Nice. And that's a scan. See how when he engages with his 4s, he scans. Now, this is what Ian should be doing. When he engages with his Colossus onto under things, he should have a tower and scan ahead. You just saw a nice example there by the barcode guy. He was attacking with his 2 4s. He knew Abakus has a ghost. Oh, that's a nice pickup. Will he get it? Oh, no. So he scanned ahead, saw the ghost, pulled out. And did the thing go down? It went down anyway, the Medi. Oh. He was right to give it a little chase down. Imagine he had the extra little speed on it. He needs to get away from this. He might just, you know, if you can get a nice... oh, here we go, Nova. And Swat, well done. Again, now why? So he will get 2 4s. He should get them. There's nothing really in this army. I mean, like you can EMP or try and grab the sentries, but is a Nova worth it for that? I mean, I guess because he is giving him a lot of trouble. You could take care of the tanks as well if you can get close enough. And there's a ghost hair. I mean, and the Colossus is across from him, so really he shouldn't be too bothered by them. So is it worth? I mean, like you got to ask yourself, is it worth getting Nova? I mean, as the game goes on, yes, but is it worth getting now? That's 2.5k plus what, an extra gas, I think. So it's 3k or whatever. But it does actually give some nice control if you can get nukes. You know, you can just bombard the middle neutral, you know, as the game goes on when people sit there and sudden death. Also good at defense, so if you're going to get all in, you can do a defensive nuke. Under's being ballsy with his ghost. They've got 2 ghosts outside their base. It's hilarious. Well, he had a thingy bobby there. Of course he's going to see it. That was a bit greedy by Unders. And here you go with the force fields. Nice. It's just 3 units because he's retreating his army. He sees the force field and he retreats his army. And by doing so, he's just letting these lot die. You saw an attempted EMP there. What have we got going on down here? Like he's getting some nice feed here with his oracles. Also, don't forget the Nova does have a stun. I mean, it would be nice now, wouldn't it, just to stun that? Has Ian got his tower yet? No. And the thing I do like so far is, and I will give him credit for this, Anders has had a lot of mass the entire game. As has his ally, but probably for different reasons. He's just not engaging, I don't think. Where's the force fields? Oh, he's got DT now. All right. Oh, he just wrecked that, didn't he? Now his ally comes in. His ally's got nice upgrades, if I remember rightly. Well, decent. He does have marine range and 1 weapon speed. Right, Dark Archon is down here. No? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Unders, I need to pick up. He literally does all these. Yeah, there you go. See, he pushed it back in. He's still pushing it. That you realise. I was just about to say. I've seen him do it here. Make an ultimate there, and then I think he regrets it, and he's just has to leave all his mass around it. But as you saw, you can push these things with your elites. Let's have a quick look at Levy's Marines. So he's got all the tech. He's got 130 health on him and double spawn. Nice. Is he ahead? I think he's way ahead of Ian. Yeah, Ian's got his range. He needs 1 more weapon speed, I think. So yeah, this Nova kind of paid off now because there is a Nova, 2 4s and 2 Colossus. So now Levy will probably be thinking, here we go. See, I told you. I know how my Levy plays. He won't get it unless he thinks it's, and that's the thing I like about Levy. He won't get it unless he thinks it's worth it. So with the Nova, he's probably thinking himself, like, is it worth him getting 1? I mean, I could just use a Ghost and EMP and help my ally with his 2 4s. But with the advent of the Dark Archon, Levy's like, yes, it's definitely worth it now. What's he done? He's pushed it. He's, God's sake. Did he push it all the way out there? He did, didn't he? He's such a joker. Actually, I should go back and watch that replay. Did he? He must have pushed it all the way out there. God, you gotta love Unders. He does have fun, that kid, and that's what I like. That's what MA should be about. Win or lose, he has fun. He doesn't care. And there goes Levy's tank. He had right from the start. Oh, sudden death. Let me do. Let's put it on the leader. Oh, it's just Levy, so we'll put it on Levy for a little bit. So here we go. Luckies has actually caught up with Levy, which is nice because now we're going to have a good SD. The one advantage Levy does have is his ally is in a better position, but Lucky's ally does have a Nova, and you can never write off a Nova. I can change the game very quickly. So they're rightfully so pushing on his tower. He won't object to this because he knows they're playing it right. The biggest threat at the moment is Levi, and he's like, yeah, you should deny my tower. And he's like, they're only borrowing it, by the way. Levy's like, short-term loan, I will be back. But they're absolutely right to push on Levy and take his tower, and he'll appreciate that. But they do have this tower up here. So Levy is now getting over, by the way. And I think the Nova will be good because he's got two chibis and Ian's control of them so far. He's got his tower, everyone, yay. And Ian's control of his Nova so far hasn't been spot on yet. And he's got the range. I like 1 speed. Has he got attack upgrades on him? Good, 6 attack, nice. And he's got weapon speed as well. You can just see now he's just wrecking. And he's got this snipe, he's got the lash on. So yeah, there you go. Levy's ghost, Nova's already starting to pay for itself. And again, they should be scanning ahead. If you're ever going to attack with your hero and you know there's Novas, definitely scan ahead. You have to. So the other things is just sitting tight here in the middle. He's got his tank, he's got his Dark Archon. He's got this Ayeron with his sentries. This supremacy would be quite nice on the... Actually, that's quite... He's got some good kills on these. When you consider there's 2... Oh, we're going to get another Nova. This time from Ayeron. So yeah, the days of the 4... Oh, and we've got another one up here as well. So everyone is getting a Nova. So we've got a Nova in each team. Nice. This is going to be an epic game. I want nukes, guys. I want nukes. So the days of these heroes are probably numbered. If I know... Right, so if I know there's lots of Novas on the field and my ally doesn't have a ghost, 2 ghosts or a Nova, I wouldn't rebuy. There's just no point. Because you'll find yourself, every engagement, you may get a swipe or 2 in, but you have to keep retreating. But if I'm with someone like Levy or Unders, I know... Oops. I know I can go Colossus because I know they are good enough to not necessarily kill the Nova, but at least stop it. So he gets 1 Oracle. Or are good at saying the Nova's there, you need to back up. So it's really nice sometimes to have an ally who can help you with the Novas. And what? You managed to get a tank out, cheeky. So Anders is having a field day here at the moment with his sentries. He's playing really well with his sentries, so he's got an observer. See, I like what he's doing. I mean, like, his placement probably questionable. I mean, like, why not get it out of the way a little bit? Put it here somewhere. Put the other one here. But at least he knows there will be no side attack. So all he has to do now is scan ahead as opposed to the sides, because all teams have a Nova. Swat's got the lash on. Nice blink away. He must have seen that. Did I put the bounty up for sudden death? Let me put it up again just in case I didn't. Levy's still leading just. You know he wants this tower. You know deep that he's doing what he can to get that tower. He must be going, I want my tower. Right, where is his Nova? Where is Levy's Nova? There it is. This is quite forward for Levy. You don't normally see him so far out. Oh, he wants the tank. The tank's annoying him. Oh, nice. That was really nice by Luckies. He's going to get... Oh. So he saw the lash. There is a lash animation. So if you can't... You won't see the Nova, but you'll see like a little swipe. So Lucky's obviously saw that with his, and then the Oracle cancels the lash. It cancels all hero abilities. And so that was really well played by Lucky's. And someone like Levy he'd appreciate that. Levy actually likes good play. So Levy would be like, yeah, that's good. And I'm actually, that's good. Well done, Luckies. That was a really nice spot, and that was a really nice, you still, I mean, you may see it, but you have to act on it. Luckies is pure army. Let's have a look at his upgrades. 10, 4, well, let's do it via the command card. So yeah, he's got a hell of upgradings. And then if you want to have a look at his Marines, 184. He's got all tech. Let's have a look at Levy's. So he's actually now outstripping Levy's Marines because Levy's had to spend 2.5k and the 400 on the Ghost. So let's say 3k, for example, on a Nova, which so far he killed something, didn't he? He's killed one chibi. So this Nova hasn't even started to pay for itself yet. So that needs to change. Now this is tricky because other things is good with elites and medivacs. So as soon as he sees the lash, he's hoping his ally will EMP, or he can just pick up in his medivac. So Ayeron needs to take a risk. He needs to get out here. There you go. It's perfect snipe. Nice. And nice there by Unders. Unders is trying his best to get up there. If Ayeron had presence of, oh god, look, he's put up he's shuffled up his DA to go and get that. If Ayeron had presence of mind, he would have realised, but Ian went back with his Colossus. He could have just walked up here and then just right clicked on the or EMP'd the other Colossus. And this is the Levy speciality. This is where he puts, sorry Levy, I'm giving away your secrets here. If you ever play against Levy, always scan here. Because the odds are he's got an observer there. Sorry Levy, I hope you don't mind me saying that. Right, what have we got going up here? So Unders is entrenched here in the middle. He really should make an effort on his tower as well. I mean, he could put the 2 tanks here to get a bit more. Well, it's all right. They're reaching there, but if you put them here, you can also hit this bit here. So he's going to satisfy for. He's going to settle. Sorry, for a tank. Oh, what did we lose there? Sorry, guys. Was that something big? Was that a Nova? I think it was. I missed the Nova. Well, I stand by my decision. I think watching the tank get sniped is a lot better than a Nova dying. I stand by that decision. So Levy says we need middle, and he goes and gets it. There you go. But he's been both sides. He's getting it from. He's probably a little sad panda at the moment. He's like, why me? Why not you, Levy? Oh, for the stream. No, you need to time it a bit better. What you want is to engage, do the nuke, and then the maelstrom. The maelstrom doesn't last the length of the nuke time, I don't think. So I think you've got just enough time to get out. Otherwise you saw that. And there goes the 4. And this Chibi's really putting the work in here. And with the Marine upgrades as well. Let's have a look at Ian's Marines. And Lucky's with the tanks. Nice. I think with all these Novas about, they should have a few more observers about. I think that's what I'd like to see from the other teams, like from Lucky's. Abakus got one, Ian got one. Definitely Ian should have one, because he's at risk with his chibi. Did he lose another one? I think he did. Oh God, that was a bad step in. Now will he drop? He knows, he must know the army's low. This would have been worth a drop. He would have got that. I mean, like, if you see something like that, you've got to, like, be thinking, he's low on army. He's just near enough walked it all into mine. Now here comes the, yeah. I think Team 2 will be first to die, not just Ian. They out upgrade him. Under's having a good game. Let's have a look at him for a bit, shall we? He's now the Bunty leader. Well, he's had the middle. He doesn't have the towers. Some people like to work on getting the towers and then concentrating on the middle. That's probably what Under should be doing. Or his ally should at least be working on getting... His ally can definitely get the 9 o'clock tower. So why he doesn't, I don't know. Nice pick off there of the Oracles. Well done. He blinked in. Maelstrom, dead. And at the top here, we have a drop. So yeah, here's got his compound. Nice. Oh, there was a knack. He got out. So look at Lucky's army. 180 health, 22 damage, 8.5 armor. Nice. Let's have a look at Levi. So yeah, he's still behind. Let's have a look. Where is his Nova? What's his Nova? I know he's definitely got one. I think he got 2 chibis. I think he got another one later on. So the action mainly is in the middle and at 12 o'clock, where Team 3 won. I think they want to get rid of Team 2. But yeah, we've got 4 tanks here pummeling away. 12 attack on the tanks. Nice. Nice. Force fields again. And there you go, they have the middle and they have the 9 o'clock tower. Let's have a look what's going on top here. So Levi, I don't know, what's he not? I think he's more occupied with getting rid of Team 2 at the moment than getting his tower. That said, he's probably getting more income here killing this stuff than he is from holding the tower. So yeah, it's probably about right. Nice control there from oops, and he got away from the EMP. Nice. Where is it? Drop it. I want to see its health. There it is. It's got 4 attack on 474 kills. Has this thing paid for itself? Still not yet. Well, possibly, because he got the 2 oracles. They were like 200. I think he got a chibi earlier. I think that was for his ally. So generally, I just times it by 3. For minimum is Marines. So that's 1,500 he's made. But then when you add on the Oracles and stuff, so he's probably paid for his Dark Archon now. Levi should... Where is Levi? Where's his attention? Let's have a look what Levi's looking at. Ah, I see. Dropships. because otherwise that Nova should have been all over them two Colossus. What attack has he got on it? 9. EMP does 950. What have we got going on here? Oh god, poor team 2. Well, you better hurry up, Levy, because they're going to be gone in a minute. So they've left the middle. So team 1 have probably got the same idea as team 2. They're like, let's get rid of, sorry, team 3. They're probably like, let's get rid of team 2 because it's our sake with the tower. Let's get a free tower and go from there. And this is why it's important to make sure you've got units here and here. So here comes the Nuck. And Levy just, oops, and it hits. Everything just dying now. And team 1 are preoccupied with the centre. Oh, will he hold it? No, well done Levy. So Levy gets what he wants. So he gets a nice income from that. Now Levy's they've got a free tower, and now Levy will work on this tower in the middle. So stages, that's what Levy does. He does steps. Now he'll leave these units here to patrol because he doesn't want to be doing dropped himself. Here you go. And this is what everyone should be doing. And he'll leave some units up here. And his allies should really leave units up here. He's got Goliaths. That'd be really nice to intercept dropships. And now they can work on the middle and their own tower. And here we go. Let's look at the bounty with that. And so Levy is now 2nd, Lucky's 3rd, and third, and Underthing's leading. Don't forget he held the middle for a long time. But his feed from team 2 has gone. And that's probably something else Levy. So Levy puts his sentry there. He's looking out for drops. As I said, he needs to put some up here, because if the drop does come along, these Goliaths will kill it off quite quick. As you should go. See, this is what I mean. Like, why go 4 in the first place? Why not just go Colossus? I mean, like, I think he went the 4 for just for free Banshees, and I don't think you know that free Banshees isn't that. They're a pain, but not that much of a worry, especially if you go for Goliaths. And then, as I said, just let Underthings deal with them. He's Underthings and biggies and whatnot. That's money for them. They love dealing with that sort of stuff. So just leave them to it. Whereas now, if he had the Colossus from the start, I just feel like he would have done he'd be a lot higher. I mean, like, if he went Colossus 4, knowing full well he wants to go Odin, yeah, I get that. Everyone likes to have a bit of a troll. But it's nice now. He's got the Colossus and he's got the Nova backup, so it's all good. Right, let me do a quick Marine rundown and Merc rundown. So Ayeron is still on his Mercs. He's now getting his Nova back, which he lost. Unders stopped his Marines. What's going on here? What did I miss? He has decent Marines. He's got range and speed. Levy has nice Marines. I think the best Marines are our man here. 225 health, 12 armor, 24.5 damage. Swat still on his Merc. Yeah, he loses both tanks. So now they're going to have trouble with this tower. Does he still have his Nova? I'll come back to that. Levi still has his. That nuke he did. Rammed it up from, what, 30 odd kills to 93. So yeah, methodical. Levy's like, what's the problem at hand? Team 2. So let's work on it. Let's work on them. Let's, you know, they're providing me trouble with this tower I want. And I'm having difficulty taking mine because Luckies and Swat are quite good together. So he's like, right, let's get rid of them. Let's get the free tower. And then that'll enable me to get my tower. And then I can work on the middle. So steps. That's what Levy's doing. And then he's looking at his upgrades. What do I need? What don't I need? Now he's getting armor on his... so he already had tons of health. I mean, look at it. His health is still cheap on his Marines. Anytime he wanted to, he could just ram him up. Because as I said, all the health on his Marine is from his Merc. So he could just like... Now he could put 1, 2 he could put on there now. Just like chomp. And then, you know, and it's cheap. At this stage of the game, that's nice. It's nice, you know, it's just nice. Picks up a Medivac. Yeah, they're not going to give this tower up now. They've fought too hard for this. They got rid of Team 2. That's their tower. And other things are doing the right thing. He's like, well, I want some of it as well. But they're like, no. We worked hard for that tower. So let's have a quick look at the bounty. Right, I think it's obvious what needs to be done. I mean, like, everyone's like... The fact that Levi is bounty leader, well, almost bounty leader, and his ally is ahead of everyone else's ally. Like Swat's on 15, Ayeron's on 14. They should be now, the right thing to do is to deny towers. So Team 1 should be saying, you know what, if we give you this tower, make sure you get this tower. Because they have a free tower. And then Team 1 should be, and then we'll work on middle together. It's quite simple what you got to do. And then, of course, if they've got this tower, Team 1 can, as you saw earlier, try and work on this tower to deny Team 3. So unless they work together, Team 3 are just going to, you know, they're just going to walk away with it sooner or later. Purely just, I mean, this is an obvious one to see. Purely on bounty. I mean, they've got 52, 53k. The other teams are on 46 and 45. So if you know, if you just add up the bounties, they're just well in the lead. Let's go back quickly. Yeah, and with the Colossus, you'd imagine Mr. Barcode will catch up quite well if he uses them. He's got the range and he got the speed. What he needs to do is get some attack. He needs at least 6, 7, 8 attack, just to, because he would have just taken care of that so easy. Nice, they got all oracles. Well played. And this is what they need to do. So I'd like to think Team 1 have said you can have that tower, or they might have just taken it. Ayeron, I don't think, is too fussed by it. But anyway, that's the right thing. And now they'll work on this tower because they don't have to waste resources trying to take this tower. I mean, let's face it, you'd rather try and take this tower with the weakest person. You'd rather take this one than this one. So the incentive is, right, we've got a tower. Let's go and take levies. So they need to work on this. But they're stuck in the middle here for the time being. Nice bit of Medivac Collie Micro, and there you go, nice snipe on the Colossus. And yeah, look, other things is being cheeky. He is working on this tower. Nice bit of Dark Archon play there. Gets the medevac. Levy's like, nope, no, my friend. This is my tower. And when Levy says that, you just let him have it. Oh, nice little blink there from the lash. He's got the observer there. So he gives up on this tower now, and Levy's happy. Ayeron now holding the middle. And rightly so, team 4 holding this tower. Needs to get back on it. Let's have a look at these Marines. They're coming along nicely. Back with the medevacs. He has 11.2 k. Let's see what damage these Novas do, shall we? So he can't lash him anyway. Can Levy? He's got 8,000, so he has to EMP first and then lash. Has he been pumping up the health on that? What's he been doing? Let's have a look. No, not really. Am I reading this right? You can't. Well, he's got no health, no shield, so they can do it now. Yeah, and don't forget to clear up the cliff up here. Good. Other things knows to clear up the spotters in the empty base, as you should. What have we got going here? These tanks are putting in the work, eh? Yeah, they are. Where's Ayeron's Nova? Here it is. Oh, was that Levy? I think. Who got that? Answers on a postcard. He should never have lost that. He's got money to remake it, so. He does this. I was doing a pre the other day. He floats a lot of money. You'd think he'd want to spend on some upgrades first, unless he's going to spend it on the hero, but you'd think he'd want to spend that on ghosts or something. Not ghosts, sorry. Well, he's going to buy motherships on his Marines or Merc. Oh, he lost his Nova. Nice. Nice little snipe there by Levy. Lash, I should say, before I get people saying it's lash, not a snipe. I'm going to put the bounty up quickly. Well, so bounty shouldn't really matter at this stage. If they were playing it right and picking on team 3, it shouldn't, it shouldn't really matter. Until, of course, the bounty starts to go in the other team's favour, and then you switch. But for the time being, there's only one thing to do, and that's just pick on team 3. So Levy's Nova's definitely paid for itself now. Where is she? There she is. I feel like Team 4, sorry, need a hero, another hero. Fine, they've got nothing but army upgrades and stuff, and he's got his Oracles doing all right. But, you know, Team 1 have a Nova and a Dark Archon. Team 3 have 2, but they had 2 4s, now they've got 2 Colossus and a Nova. And all Team 4 has is a Nova, which is there. You know, I feel like they need another hero. Even if it is just 2 Colossus, and you just got to hope that Swat can EMP or kill the opposing Novas. Oh, nothing hit there, unfortunately. Ayeron's not the greatest with his nooks. Lucky's Marines are strong. They're strong like a bull. But again, once the hero comes in, this is where I think, you know, if Lucky's had a hero of some sort to complement his Marines, put him in good standing. I have seen him play in Festa. You know, he does get the worm occasionally. We definitely need to get an observer. I mean, just place where Levi places his. This is always a good spot. Even if it's just hair, just so they can spot the Levi's Nova. He's going to get the lash on the Colossus. That's nice. Oh, what was that? Just his infantry. Wow. '70 attack. So Levi wants the middle now. Feel a little bit for under things here. I mean, like, he won't complain. He doesn't mind who he plays with, but you feel like with a slightly stronger ally, this game, you know, is he gone Lings? He's gone Lings. All right. You might think like with a slightly stronger ally, he'd be in a lot better position than he is, because he's played very well. You've got to say that about unders. But his ally's got this Nova, just walking around the map, and there you go. Look, it's dead again. That's sad, really, because that's like 3,000 to Levi. And I don't think he's done anything with his Nova. I don't think he's killed anything, sadly. Now he's going to sit, or he's going to need 60 odd to get another one. What's he? Really? Alright. Let's see what you do with these unders. He's definitely an innovator, this guy. Is he gonna Baneling rush someone? Where is his that thing on the Nova? He hasn't got them. He hasn't bought concussion rounds. You'd feel it'd be really nice here, wouldn't you? Oh, we have a Phoenix. Interesting. This guy's going for all the heroes. 2 4s, Colossus, now Phoenix. Oh, there you go. Oops, yeah. Let's do the planetary count. No planetary. Under things nose. I dropped him a few times. Not taking any claim for that. He straight away gets his planetary. Levi has it, of course. Swat has it, and Luckies. In fact, I'm pretty. Levi, if you're watching this, I'm very surprised it took you 1 hour 50 minutes to notice he hasn't got a planetary. Shocking, Levi. Did he lose his Phoenix? Yeah. He's a tough little player, isn't he, Anders? He's really coming along nicely. I think they're playing this right now. Anders is realising he needs to get this tower, and they're denying Levi the middle, and they're denying him this tower. And that's the right call because, well, someone should take this tower. Definitely Luckies, I think. I think it's the right call because they need to start ganging up on. Oh, they've got his smirk compound. Nice. And he's changed to Zealots. Okay, that's the late game choice. Cheeky get. Well, they've got one tower. They don't have the middle. And this is right. This is what should be happening now. They should be denying Levi. If you think I'm picking on Levi, I'm not. I'm not picking on. I'm only saying that because Levi and his ally, they're leading, basically. Until one of Swat or Ayeron catch up with his ally, then yeah, it's going to be this way. They need to pick on Team 3 a little bit. Make them feel unwelcomed. Let's have a look at the upgrades on these Zealots. Not that great. You want a bit more health and armor, I guess, to back up just the shield for the Marines. Let's see how quick they melt against. Yeah, Lucky's just wrecking them. His Marines, 34 damage. He's got 15 armor. His Marines are hella sick. Let's have a look at Levi's Marines. 215. Levi's probably like, I wish I had your armor. He's got 15. I don't think Levi's that far behind, was he? 12. Not too far. Right, they need to get Levi off the middle. They've been doing so well so far. They need to get him off. They need to take back this tower and harass this tower a little bit. There you go. Anders doing the right thing. Oh, Anders has changed before Levi. I don't think that would worry Levi too much. He'll just end up getting something with more. I'm surprised actually he has stuck on his Merc as long as he has, because as he pointed out to me, Frenzy gives you 10 damage, so that's the ability, the extra ability on him. It splashes up to 10, but I think everyone armor caps that now. No, he doesn't. So his Goliaths don't. His Phantoms do. His Marines do. So they're no good at all. Only the direct damage is good against this team, and the splashes is good against the. They do 5 damage extra to a neighbour. I think how many neighbours was it? 3. Let's have a look. 2. So direct damage, and then he's doing 5 extra on the Goliaths, 2 extra Goliaths. Nice. And there's having a lot of fun, it looks like. Oh god, here comes Ayeron with his feed. He doesn't even have concussions. He can't even do the Phantom Drain. This is like... What is he, just baiting Luckies, or what was he? I don't understand what he's doing. I mean, if Luckies can get a dropship, I mean, that's the dream. I mean, I know SWAT can do it. I mean, if SWAT could get a dropship, or Luckies, all you have to do, you don't, only one would do it. One dropship, nothing could kill it. You get out of it, and you just quickly pick that off, and then run out before Underfinger's got back. Or maybe Levi might fancy doing a long route round. I mean, if he scanned the space and saw this, he would do it, I'm pretty sure. Or his ally has dropships. His ally could do it. I mean, he's got good upgrades. And he's got the temple lots. In fact, he could probably do it. In fact, I think he could probably drop Swat as well. All there. Everything going down there. So, Anders has revealed he's endgame. He's gone for Reaver. I don't know what this guy's doing. I can't comment. Luckies, will he change? We'll see. I'd love to see him get the concussion rounds and use them. Swat won't change. There's, you know, he's just stuck on his Nova at the moment. And so the only person left now to reveal their endgame, Barcode went for temple lots, is Levi. And here we go. This is what I wanted to see. And he's going to pick it up as well. There is nothing to stop him. Nice. And this is what I'm saying. You should always put some Goliaths up here to spot, to try and kill the Medivac before I can get the drop. I think it would have done. He had enough upgrades on him. Yeah, that would have killed him. Let's get the bounty up after that elimination. Yeah, and you'd have to say now it's Team 3's to lose. Levi bounty leading. His ally is good on bounty, but he's much better than Ayeron. Swat's dead, so it's just Lucky's on his own. So yeah, there you go. They've got a tower. I wonder how long it takes. So he has no idea yet, Anders or Ayeron. We don't know. It's just Lucky's. Did Lucky's change Merc yet? No. Nice. So now they're going to work on this tower, as they should. As Anders has got his own ghost. Bless him. Generally, people get their own ghost because he's not happy with the way this Nova's been used. It happens with me in Big East as well, so I'm not blaming Ayeron. Big East's like, I got 2 ghosts, I was just terrible with them, and poor old Big East is like, all right, I'll get my own. I'm like, yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes. I don't consider myself a great ghost player, so. That's my defense, Your Honor. And he's still being a pain with the tower. Good on you, Luckies. Look at Levi. Bold as brass with his... he smells blood. He smells blood. He's like, yeah, well, I want to kill stuff now. Has he changed his Merc yet? Will he change his Merc? That's the big question. Does he feel he needs to? Lucky's not actually holding the middle. God, these Marines and Merc are strong, aren't they? They are so strong. I mean, Team 4 did have the opportunity to go earlier when I pointed out they did have the opportunity to go and drop this guy, so they could have reversed things quite a bit. It's just fortune favours the brave. Barcode, he went first. And this was like a good 20-30 minutes ago when I was suggesting it maybe. That would have been a nice bit of income for them. Because he's not really doing much. He's just like a lot of feed at the moment. Yeah, Unders is letting him have the tower. I don't think anything's changed. He just needs Luckies to do his best with this tower. Luckies can't contest middle now. He's just going to have to leave it to Unders and Ayeron. But you can definitely get the towers. So you know, I think that's a fair exchange. Oh no, Unders wants it. He smells weakness. Does he want to get rid of Luckies next? Does he just want the money? Does he not think... They're going to... Oh, that's Unders, isn't it? Double ghost. Is that allowed? Is that in the rules? Two Novas, double Nova. Is that allowed in one team? Is there not some sort of rule against that? Cheeky. Hella tough, though. I mean, if you have two good Nova users, then yeah, it nukes, stuns. Nice bit of skill there by Levi. Sort of drop just about to come, hits it with the ultrasonic post. Pulse, not post. Sorry, this is a long old cast. My words are starting to... And there you go, yeah. He's absolutely right. I just mentioned two Novas in one team is blooming hard to beat. Especially if Unders has, he's very good with it. So, absolutely right call. I agree, Levi. So look at the armour on these bad boys. Levi likes to get, I believe he likes to get 40 odd armour on these before he moves out. 43, I think he said it was the magic number. Can't remember, but he has a number he likes. And oh, and he got that. So it's all happening. Was that was Ayeron's again? He's just... Oh no, it wasn't Ayeron's. Whose was it? Oh, was it the Dark Archon? Sorry, my bad. I'm just all over the place at the moment. Can you rebuild? Not yet. Oh god, Ayeron, what are you up to, mate? I would love to see Lucky just get a dropship and just get rid of him. Not in a bad way, but, there's a lot of money there to be had. These Marines would just chew it up. But does he want them gone? I'm not entirely sure. These Marines are good. What's Ayeron doing? So Levi now wants this tower. .32 armor. So yeah, he's going to want to ram it right up. If I know Levi. I think 43, as I said earlier, I think 43 plus the 3 is his magic number. Let's have a look at the damage output of everything. 24, 48. So he wants to armor cap all this. So that put him on 46. He would armor cap this at 43 plus 3. So it's He's not too worried about this. What their damage? 50.5. I think he just wants to armor cap the Marines, essentially. And he will do soon. Excuse me. So we have big conts and little conts. Little conts, aka biggies. The two Great Danes. We're going to come charging out in a minute. Killing everything. Did Ayeron get his Nova back? Oh, he never lost it, did he? He's not even using it either. It'd be nice hair though, wouldn't it? You could just do a stun. We're not, we're not asking him to lash or anything. He could do, well, if he's not going to stun with his phantoms, he's not going to stun with his rock. Is he lagging? Why is he not doing anything? I mean, ultimately, it's best he doesn't do anything because that's just feed. But, There's the other Nova. Ghost from Mr. Barcode. Let's do an armor checkup. I think this game is team freeze the way it's going. Getting rid of Swat was probably the best move. That just turned it totally in their favour, didn't it? So it's just a case of big conts and little conts. Cleaning up in a minute. So Levy's got the patience of Job. He'll just wait. He'll just take the middle. He's got his tower. He's got this tower. He's even going to start... Well, his ally can start dropping this tower. Nice. Oh, what was picked up there? Use the shield in the middle. Every little helps. Dark Archon back. Lucky's still helping with this tower. Good. Nova just gets away. Let's have a look at what he's got. Will he start to utilise this? Yeah, here we go. I feel like the death knell's ringing, isn't it? The death bell, or what we're going to call it. We're just waiting for Levy to move out with his 43 plus 3 armour. Big conts and little conts. Let's see who he picks on. So I think everyone's time is just numbered. Has he got, what's he got? Has he got any upgrades on these? No, he doesn't need them. Has he? Let me check. You never know, Levy. So what does he do? Does he just run across the map and kill Team 1? I think he does. I don't think he's too worried about... I mean, Lucky's this strong, but it's just no mass. And he'll have his defensive nukes at home. So I think he'll probably just run across to Team 1. Yeah, I think whoever wins this, I think we've got to admit, Anders put up a good fight, didn't he? When you consider his ally. No, I'm not dissing you, Ayeron, if you ever watch this, but I'm just saying, like, if you, I mean, you've lost an over a few times. I don't think you got much done with it. But I think the one thing we can take away is how well Unders is playing at the moment. Let's have a look at him for a bit, shall we? He's still keeping up with the bounty, as is Luckies. It's just a question of mass now, and Team 3 have 2 masses now. 40k worth of army is bounty armies is nice to have, along with Levy's big chunk of army. They're just walking up there, taking towers. Yeah, it's just a question of now double armies versus single. I don't think they got that Nova. Oh, someone got a Nova down here. Levy got someone's. Who did you get? That's the perils when you watch someone else's vision. But I thought you might like to see what Unders is up to. But we did miss a few heroes go down there. What's Unders doing? What are you doing, Unders? Let's do an armor checkup. 42. Let's see if I'm right with the number. You might want a bit more now because I think the Marines and stuff are getting quite good, aren't they? So look. No, I think they're maxed. Well, it should be. So that, yeah. Yeah, so he did snipe the Nova there. Thank you, Levy. Levy knew I'd cast this later on, so he's like, oh, I'll pretend to tell Barcode. Hopefully Canny will pick up on that. Much appreciated. No, he needs to stop with the Colossus. You just saw how easy they went now. He's just getting over now. You got the money, go make that an over. You got the gas as well. Do you need extra gas? Anyway, just go and over it. I mean, why are you sitting on 4k? Come on, why? Why do people do this? I mean, what is this Nova? I mean, I don't want to criticise, but what has it done? And it's sitting in its base there. And look at Levy and his ally with their ghost. And they're out and about on the pitch. They're doing stuff with theirs, you know, they're busy. And well, it comes out now, and then it goes back in. Is that the extent of your Nova play? And now he too has gone Reavers. All right. Armor check, 43. So he's going to get a bit more, I think. He's floating 1,500, 1,600 minerals. Now's the time, Levy. Let's see these bad boys. Big cons and little cons. We want to see him chop timber. Yeah, he's a good Nova player. Unders. He's always going to get a ghost just sitting there. Levy not actually holding middle. We'll skip over that. Let's move aside. Ignore that white centre bit. Let's move aside. He'll probably accidentally move on it now. No. I know he's held position, is he? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this guy came to attack. Borrowed Lucky's there. Thought I'd go and take the middle for a bit, and then he gets sandwiched. Have they had enough? I think they might have had enough. And this is like, well, it's just too much. Oh, big cons, little cons, dun 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 dun. Big cons, little cons. Look at them chewing down with his 43 armor. Where are you going? Come back, bad boy. Con's angry. He was like, I was having a good nap. I came out before my time. Now he's going to have to wait for little Cons to come. There's a nice little bit of Maelstrom. He's very good, isn't he, with these heroes and ultimate use unders. I've got to say, like the way he just trapped them was, you know. All right, yeah, everyone's going, it's easy, why not? But it's the presence of mind to do it, you know. Not everyone does it. I mean, yeah, it is, but no, not everyone does it. That's what the point I'm making. You know, everyone waits for the big group of units and Maelstrom right in the middle and get lots of kills. But the way you just like the finesse play is quite nice. Oh, whose knuck is this? He's a very ballsy player. I got to admit, I do like. Oh God, what's he up to? Right, so this game isn't as obvious as I thought it was a minute ago with big cons and little cons. We're up to 43, so 47 armor. I think they complement each other. He gives armor to someone else, doesn't he? Something like that. Yeah, there you go. All friendly units get +3 armor. Whose nuke is that? Oh God. Poor Anders. Can you not escape with that? Oh God, he's lost it. Well picked up, Levy. And he's going to lose his Nova 2. You can't lose. Oh, he lost it. Did he lose it to Luckies? That was lucky. Aha. Here we go. Big cons, little cons. Da, 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 da. He's had enough of Luckies. No, he's going cross. No, it's Luckies. Let's see these bad boys have a chow down, shall we? Here comes the nuke. They don't care about nukes. They're like, yeah, we don't. Oh, they do. And then they come back. Right. Big cons, little cons. Right, they're happy. Let's keep an eye on big cons. No rest. He's just going to go straight into team 1 now. He's like, come on, look at little biggies hanging behind. He's going, come on, biggies. Just Viking smash. Here comes the smash. Smash, smash, con smash. Boom. Look at that. He's just chewing down on everything. He doesn't care. Let's have a look at this knuck. No, it's not going to hit anything. And let's get back to cons. Well played. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's always nice to see big cons and little cons. Look at them, look. Viking dance. Rawr! smash, smash. Literally only words these two know. Smash. Oh, bless. Anyway, that was sent in by Levy. I hope you guys enjoy that. This is going straight onto YouTube. If you've got any good or interesting replays, send them. I hope you enjoy that game. As a summary, I thought Anders played very well, considering he's, no disrespect to Ayeron, but considering he's ally, he showed some great micro and finesse skill, didn't he? With the Dark Archon, the Medivac lift-ups, and at the end, a bit with his Nova. And then we just saw Luckies with what pure army upgrades can do. I mean, he was well into that game, and I think they were scared of him. I mean, they did mention earlier in the game he's just pure upgrades. There's something to be said for that. You saw how quick he melted everyone's army, but when they drop SWAT, there's not much you can do with one lot of mass. And then we had Levy and his ally. I mean, I think his ally had the wrong choice with the 2/4s, but he did go into Colossus. And when Levy said, yeah, I need ghost help, he did do it. So sometimes it's nice just to listen to someone with a bit more experience and to help your ally out, which is what he did. And then we had Levy, played steady. Right call to get rid of Team 2. He just wanted his tower. He wanted an easier life. And then he finishes with a bit of entertaining big cons and little cons. And Team 2, Abakus played well, but a little bit disappointed in Ian because he's been playing so well recently. I mean, getting your supply tower at, the 45, 50-minute mark? It's kind of criminal, really. You need it, especially if you've got heroes. You need them for scans, you need them for transfuse, you need them to chrono out your army. Also, the range, I explained how he had 5 range on his chibi, and his Marines has 5.5. So his chibi was actually in front of his Marines, taking all the damage, which you don't want. You want your Marines to be the shield to some extent, and then the chibi slightly behind, just chewing away on the enemy's army. But well played by all. It was a good pre, and thank you for sending that, Levy. If you've got any nice ones, good ones, interesting ones, you don't necessarily have to win. I mean, if you lose in style, the canny way, I'd appreciate that. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.